Today we're gonna warm both your hearts and your taste buds with a double treat. We have homemade hot cocoa, and look at these squishy marshmallows. As fall approaches, this is the perfect way to cozy up during those chilly nights. Oh, and I'll show you how to make these hot cocoa bombs at the end of the video. So where do we begin? Let's start at the start of the show, the hot cocoa mix.
It's time to make hot cocoa.
We're starting with powdered milk.
Powdered milk?
Yep.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, smell it. Just like our last video, it looks like we have a bunch of tasting going on. Does it taste good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. Now add the powdered sugar, rich cocoa powder, and a pinch of salt. But wait, why are we sifting everything? It's to make it nice and smooth. Now tap and press it through the strainer to break up those clumps. Now we're gonna make this super rich and decadent. White chocolate and dark chocolate go in next. This will elevate your mix so much, but of course we have to taste test first. Ready to mix it all together? It looks good, huh?
Mm-hmm. I can even taste it.
Well, now you could taste it on your finger. Yeah, how's that?
Good.
Yeah, it's on your nose too. That's the joy of cooking. Sometimes it gets a little messy. Now let's pass the torch to my nephew for that marshmallow magic. We're gonna make those fluffy marshmallows. Fluffy!
Cut the marshmallow?
Yes. If you never made homemade marshmallows, you're in for a treat. See what I did there? Speaking of marshmallow treats, make sure you check out our previous video for 3 amazing Rice Krispie treats. So water, check. Now the gelatin. You're gonna add 3 packets to our mixing bowl and set it aside. Next, we need cold water in our saucepan. We're gonna dump our sugar on top of the water, but first we have to taste test.
Bye-bye, sweet sugar.
And add some corn syrup. Are you sure you wanna taste that too?
Ooh, it's sticky. I don't like it.
Now let's start mixing, but remember, don't overmix. We might end up with some sugar crystals, and we don't want any crunchy pieces in our fluffy marshmallows. So we turn on the stove to medium heat, and we'll need a thermometer for this next part, and I'll link the one I'm using in the description box below. It needs to reach 240 degrees before we're done.
Wait, why?
Because when it gets to 240, that means all the sugar's dissolved and it's hot enough for us to pour in our gelatin to make marshmallows.
What number again?
240. 240.
Can you write that on a paper? Now 75, now 79, now it's at 82. Oh, it's starting to bubble a lot.
It is. But be careful, because at this stage, it is very hot. Hot sugar is no joke. Next step, let's attach the bowl and the whisk to our mixer and turn it on low. You're gonna carefully stream that hot sugar water onto the side of the bowl, not allowing it to hit the whisk, otherwise it'll splatter everywhere. So this is where the magic starts to happen. Turn the mixer up to high and let it mix for 10 minutes, creating that marshmallow fluff heaven. And when we're almost done, we're gonna add our vanilla bean. I really like the vanilla bean since it adds that vanilla specks to the final product, and the taste is amazing. Now mix it just for 1 more minute and we're all done. Look at those marshmallows. Well, they aren't marshmallows yet, I guess. Now spray your spatula in a little offset spatula so it doesn't stick, and scrape this marshmallow magic into your 8x8 pan. You're gonna smooth it out and let it sit for at least 4 hours or overnight. But guess what? Good news is I made a few earlier. First, we're going to dust the counter. Oops, didn't add enough. Let me add a little bit more. It's on the table.
Oh, it's so soft.
And then we dust the cookie cutter, punch out our shapes, and repeat. Now it's time to bring it all together. We're going to make our hot cocoa by adding our hot cocoa mix to a cup. We're gonna pour our hot milk on top, and the best part is adding our pumpkin-shaped marshmallow. And now, for a sweet surprise that we saw right at the beginning of the video, hot cocoa bombs. I used a silicone mold and these chocolate wafers. Now let's show you how to make them. First, I melted the chocolate wafers and poured them into the mold. So once they're hard, pop them out. You're gonna add your homemade hot cocoa mix and your homemade marshmallow bits to one of the halves. The other empty half, melt the rim in a hot pan. These look amazing. And when we're ready to enjoy some hot chocolate, just drop one of these hot cocoa bombs in a cup and pour some hot milk over. It's so much fun to watch them explode and turn into hot cocoa. That's the magic of hot chocolate bombs. They're not just delicious, they're a delightful experience for the kids and me. They also make a great gift. Cooking is all about sharing joy, and this, my friends, is pure joy in a cup. Thanks for watching. See you next time.